What's up, everyone? It's your girl Shay here with my channel. If you're new, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, and as you can see by the title of today's video, yes, I am talking about webtoons, and specifically I'm talking about the webtoons that I am currently reading right now. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and of course please subscribe if you haven't already. So currently I am reading 4 different webtoons, and I decided to talk to you guys about them and give you guys maybe like little mini reviews of what I'm thinking about them so far, or basically what I like about them so far, or what I don't like about them so far. So let's get started. I have my phone right here because I'm probably going to be reading to you guys a little bit of a synopsis of some of the webtoons that I am currently reading, so that you guys have an idea more so of what these webtoons are actually about. So the first webtoon that I have is Age Matters, and pretty much Age Matters is how I'm going to explain to you. So it says, she's a hopeless romantic who's turning 30 and is not super happy about it. He's a reclusive billionaire who's hired her to be his assistant, and he's not too happy about it either. Together they rewrite the rules of friendship, love, work, and the best way to clean someone's apartment. So basically the main female lead basically ends up getting this job to be this billionaire's assistant, and she only gets the job because her friend who originally had the job was going out of town, or was leaving, or going somewhere with her boyfriend slash I think like fiance or whatever. So she was like, sure, why not? I'll take up the job. I think she's unemployed anyway, and she starts working for this billionaire who's actually younger than her. So she doesn't really like this billionaire when she first meets him. She thinks he's like very cold and very like egotistical kind of a character, just very cold, and she dislikes him a lot at first. Now where I am at currently in this story is I am only at like chapter 20 of this story. The one thing I do like about it is I do like the fact the main character, the main female lead, is the exact same age that I am. I thought that was great because usually, as far as I've seen for a lot of webtoons, kind of they tend to lean more on the younger side sometimes with their characters. I'm only saying this because of the ones that I have currently read so far, but granted, I do like that the main character is 30. Now I feel like the premise though is a little bit kind of a typical trope, you know, an enemies to lovers sort of a situation, but I'm already really enjoying this. One dislike though that I do kind of have about this though is that I do have to read it with daily pass, and that's only because of the fact that the story is actually completed. It has about 100 and technically 150 episodes or chapters, but they are like side stories that are after that. But daily pass is pretty much where I can only read 1 chapter a day, and otherwise if I want to read more I have to like kind of pay for it or have extra coins, and your girl does not want to do that. So that's the only way. It's only like this, I believe, because of the fact that it is a completed one instead of something that is ongoing. I had originally started reading this when it was ongoing, but it seems in the time frame that I hadn't picked it up, it had finished, which is why daily pass was then activated. But that's all right. It gives me time to read the other webtoons that I am currently reading. So the next webtoon that I have is one that I talked about before, and it's probably one of the most popular webtoons that so many people have been reading, and that is True Beauty. So True Beauty, as maybe you guys know, is actually now a K-drama as well, but I have not watched the K-drama yet. But pretty much it is about a girl who is not exactly the best looking, but she ends up learning how to do her makeup very well, and she starts to become extremely famous because she starts to become like a beauty YouTuber and stuff like that. But the webtoon itself is pretty much just about this girl's, like, not every day, but kind of the ups and downs roller coaster ride of her life. So it has like love triangles, it has like breakups, it has where, you know, losing friends and gaining like enemies, getting people that are jealous of you. So many different aspects to this actual webtoon. And currently this webtoon has 215 episodes, and it is still currently ongoing. I have to say, overall, I gotta say I'm really enjoying this. I'm reading it. It comes out every Wednesday, but I'll be honest, I usually don't read it every single Wednesday. I actually tend to, wait a couple of weeks and then I'll just binge whatever has currently came out, and I'll just pretty much go from there. Do I have any dislikes about this one so far? I feel like it's sometimes kind of not redundant, but while it's still good, like it's at that point where I'm like, how much more can kind of happen to this girl before she kind of gets her happy ending? I'm kind of at that point with the story. Not that that's a bad thing kind of per se. I think it's just more so just me trying to be like, when is it gonna end? But overall, I'm still really enjoying it. I do plan to watch the K-drama so I can compare the two, especially because I don't know where the K-drama actually leaves off. And I do know that with the webtoon, it starts when she's in high school, and at this point she is currently in college. So it goes on for quite some time. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how the K-drama actually is. So yeah, I do recommend reading it. The next one that I have is another one that actually does have a K-drama, and it is called So I Married the AntiFan. So this one I don't believe is completed just yet. It has a total of 73 episodes. I'm only on episode or chapter, I believe 7 of this, and I'm enjoying it so far because I actually started the K-drama first, and I did not know that this was based off of a webtoon. So far from where I'm at with it, it is very much similar to the K-drama. I do plan to continue the K-drama. I haven't watched it in quite some time at this point, but I do plan to pick it back up again. But I do want to, really catch up with the webtoon first before I go back to the K-drama. I will say though that me have watched some of the K-drama before reading this makes me like the webtoon a lot more. And so basically, as far as what this is about, sorry, I didn't start off with that. Basically, it's pretty much about this girl that really hates this Korean superstar. And basically, I'm just going to read you the synopsis. It says, how far would you go to take down the person you hate the most? With no house, no job, and nothing left to lose, Gunyoung Lee is willing to risk it all to bring down the country's national treasure, Korean superstar Hoo Jun. But once the two really get to know each other, bringing him down suddenly becomes a lot harder. Will she be able to ruin him once and for all after she learns the truth about the man behind the pop star? So once again, kind of an enemy to lover story. The best part is that in the K-drama, they have them do a reality show together called So I Married the AntiFan because she dislikes him, and she has kind of good reason to dislike him because he kind of causes her to lose her job due to a misunderstanding, and that is great. So once again, another enemies to kind of lover story, and I like the trope in some instances. In this instance, I really do like it, and so I can't wait to read more, and I can't wait to also finish the K-drama. So the very last one I have is called The Kiss Bet. Now the Kiss Bet, compared to the other three that I've been reading, is much different. So here is the synopsis of The Kiss Bet. The Kiss Bet also has 128 episodes, and they've actually been broken down into seasons. So here is the synopsis. It's senior year and Sarah Lynn just turned 18. She's got great friends, a cool dad, or so he thinks, and a whole lot ahead of her. The last thing she needs is to worry about having her first kiss. But that's all about to change because her good pal Patrick just challenged her to a bet that will lead to love, heartbreak, or embarrassment, or maybe all three. So pretty much it starts out with Sarah Lynn. She's with her friends. She really wants to have her first kiss. Her friend Patrick basically dares her to go up to the first boy that she sees and to give him a kiss. Turns out to be this boy that's at the subway station, and things don't go exactly very well. She soon finds out that this kid actually goes to her school or is a new kid, and it kind of just goes on from there. It's lots of twists and turns, a lot of like love triangles, and kind of like a friends to lovers sort of a situation in some aspects. But I'm also kind of not confused, but kind of not sure on who Sarah Lynn is actually going to end up with, because it started out me thinking enemies to lovers, or more so like, kind of that situation at first, especially with whom she dubs as Subway Boy. And then I thought it was going to turn out to be more of friends to lovers. But at this point, I'm really not sure. As far as where I am at with the story, I actually just am on currently their season 2, which is episode 57 is the one that I am on. And like I said, there's like 128 episodes. So not too far, but I am really looking forward to reading more of this. So overall, that is all the webtoons that I'm currently reading. And as far as which ones I recommend the most, I actually really do recommend, if you're someone who is older, I definitely recommend So I Married the AntiFan. And I also do recommend Age Matters as well. As far as the one that I'm not gonna say I least recommend the most, but also kind of has like the most tropes in it a little bit, it's probably gonna be the Kiss Bet. They're in high school, so it kind of has that like shoujo high school sort of feel for me, which isn't a bad thing, but when you're someone who's 30, you kind of just like a little bit about it, but doesn't mean it's completely bad. But I would say So I Married the AntiFan and Age Matters are probably my favorites on here, and probably True Beauty. But once again, I feel like I'll start to enjoy True Beauty a lot more, or I'll be into it a lot more once I watch the K-drama. And of course, once I finish both K-dramas for So I Married the AntiFan as well as for True Beauty, I will definitely do a review and give you guys like what not what I think is better, but kind of like the differences and the sameness of both, like what is the same from the webtoon and what is very different, or what differences are there. You know what I pretty much mean. Now, I will say that I do plan to read more webtoons going in October. So in October, it is of course spooky season, although I know for a lot of people they started in September. For me, I'm going to start it in October. And during the month of October, I do plan to try and read more horror webtoons. I've already picked out some that have caught my eye, and I look forward to reading them. And I will definitely, I believe, make a video probably next week giving you guys kind of what I plan to read regarding webtoons in October. So yeah, look forward to that video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Links below on my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and I also do have a TikTok, although I haven't posted on my TikTok as far as like real like TikTok videos, and probably a little bit, kind of. I posted 2 unboxings, but that's pretty much kind of about it at this point. But yeah, definitely check me out on my social media accounts. Like I said, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and of course, please subscribe if you haven't already. And like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy, and in today's day and age, stay healthy, and of course, please stay safe. All right, you guys. Bye.